Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
19.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. From the shotgun, Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ric Flair. Whirling. Ready? 14.
After the interception, here's Gone. And his first pass is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Obama.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Gone. He'll rifle this one deep right. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right. Come on out.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal.
Super 66.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys play.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Rams have got it back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
76, tell him. 76.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on second down is Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Wilson on second down. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
On third down, Wilson. And the third down pass falls incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Obama. Merlin.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
12. Cut.
From the gun on third down, Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play it worked for big yardage.
On first and goal, Gurley. And now running right through it. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal.
12. He goes it on. 180.
Goff now to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And this one is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
What? Move the team.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, it's Gurley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have recovered. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
14.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Being chased out left. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
The Seahawks on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever. Wilson now, operating from the gun, buying time to his left. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
That one complete. He finds Sharp, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Goff now on second down. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Goff on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fernandez. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
12. Here goes it on. 180. Shout.
On first and 10, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, ground.
On the counter, Gurley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Not 180. Hey, lift.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Third and long. It's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got it at the 15. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 62 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From the red zone now, Goff dumps it off to Gurley. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
5. Shell.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long.
Let's go.
From the gun, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Seahawks on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, it's gone. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That goes for a gain of 31.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
To throw is gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22. Goff now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
To the air again. Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Fighting to stay upright. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
12.
After the run, Goff going to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline good with a PAT, and it is 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, Wilson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Wilson, flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. It's taken to the 26. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a 1st down throw, gone. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Gone. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Again to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 61 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Wilson, and he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Keep working, baby. Keep working, fellas. 12, 12. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Tight. 380. Tempo, tempo.
Now Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
380.
Wilson operating from the gun. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Go, let's go, let's go. Tight. 280.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will get him one closer. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. To throw on 2nd down is gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. There he goes, left side. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
380.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Dumps that off to Penny, his running back. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
From the gun, Wilson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's got Lockett. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
380.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of him this afternoon. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Throwing now, Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play that time for the Rams. And even 60 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And that is incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them. Likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game. But they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had its share of troubles in this one.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bishop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the...
And that's caught inside the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. One last shot for Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Rams have got it back.